They can hear you. Okay, it looks like we're live. Hello, this is Adrienne with BWP Promotions. I'm here live today with Blue Olive for the Blue Olive relaunch. And she is here. It looks like she's got someone with her today. So we're going to go ahead and have you listen and hear from Blue Olive, Genisha Morton, in just a second. But before I do that, of course, I've got to pitch our BWP promotions because this is a BWP promotions event. And I just want to let you guys know we do have some specials going on at our Black Women Promote website. All you have to do is go to www.blackwomenpromote.com to find out more. And I'm going to share what we're up to right now. Excited to share it with you. Let me start it over. Here we go. Hello, beautiful women of Black Women Promote. We have a very special event coming, and I'm so excited to share it with you. It is Black Women's History Month, all of April, and we are having our Black Women's History event. And we would like to invite all of the women of Black Women Promote to participate in this April event. Of course, this is not only the Black Women's History Month, but it's also the month of Easter. And so we really want to honor the month of April. And what we're doing is we're offering you several options to come and shine in Black Women Promote and to tell your story and to have your events or whatever it is. We've got several options available to you. Fantastic. So we're here with Author Bleu Olive, also known as Genisha Morton, and I'm going to leave it up to her now. And I'm just gonna cut on out of here as much as I can. So let me make this so that she has the solo. There we go.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am truly appreciative. My name is Genisha, and I do write under the name Blue Olive. I got the name from when I was pledging Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and I took two of my line names and merged them together. It was a time where I discovered who I was. I stopped being as shy as I used to be and started venturing out into who I could be. My writing history started around 2011 when I made my very first attempt to publish my first book called The Commons, My Life in a Dream. It wasn't a very good job at first. It was really just me doing something to stop the dreams from coming. And I didn't write it well. I just did it to say I did it. And then I put it on Amazon. It didn't bother me if anyone bought it or not or read it or not. But then I met someone who challenged me to actually be greater. Now, for 7 years, I kept saying, I'm going to do it over. I'm going to do it over. I'm going to do it over. And you know how you keep saying you're going to do it later, but later never gets here? And God introduced me to Tammy Polk. And that's when I met Later. And so I did a rewrite and I published books that I was a little bit more proud of the second time around. So this time around, I am rewriting for the last time. The next time I'll just be writing the new stuff because I have a different mindset. I have a different type of confidence, and I want to present my stories in their best light. So I'm going to share my screen to show you what I'm working on. This is me back in the day. slide, please. Okay, so here is a list of books, and my screen jumped, that I have finished so far. And it starts with the Commons, Imani, Pete and Repeat, and the Community. This was my very first start. It talks about a family who spent centuries and years shoving things under a carpet, saying what happens here stays here, not really telling the younger generations the things they needed to know to keep history from repeating itself. And then the truth finally just spills out all over everybody. And you see how they handle it. You see if they decide to forgive each other and grow, or separate, or whatever it is, or if they decide to just keep the cycle going because they don't want to heal. And so by the time you get to the Community, you realize there is more to their story than even they know. And that is another book I have to write, but it's not a part of this series. Another book on here is called Expect the Unexpected. It's about a young lady who is not the only child, but by the time her brother and sister, who are twins, have grown up, they are already into their careers, was pulled into their careers early out of college because they were so successful. And she got close to her parents. She was someone who really didn't have a lot of friends. Their family was well off, but she wasn't about money. She actually helped people as often as she could. And she did it incognito, so to speak. She stayed undercover as much as she could. She stood up for the underdog. Like if she saw someone getting bullied, she would fight for them. But tragedy strikes in her life, and it's hard on her, and she's not as strong defending herself as she is defending other people. Another book you see on here is called The Protection Plan. And it's basically about a man who takes advantage of a neighborhood because he is a monopoly. He owns the restaurant, he owns the grocery store, he owns gas stations. And he makes these families believe that they are safe signing his agreement for protection. But the only thing they are safe from are the people he hires to harass them when they don't want to sign the agreement. They were never under any real danger anyway. So there's no real protection plan. It's just another way for him to extort money from his community. He has a son who doesn't know that he's his father and realizes that that son is a lot stronger than he gave him credit for, especially when his mother is hurt. So that is The Protection Plan. Where Is My Sister is about a feisty young lady who loves her big sister with her whole heart. They are best friends. Her sister meets and marries the love of her life, and he turns out not to be so cool. And she doesn't accept the lies he's telling her as an answer. She's not going to accept his maybe she ran off story, maybe she did this story. She's making him answer the hard questions that not even the police can get him to answer. And if we go further over, you see the Count It All Joy series. The first one being Shift Your Focus. The second one being Be Consistent. And Count It All Joy. Choose Your Words Wisely. I got this series from when I just wanted to see if choosing joy would really change my state and change the way I felt about things. I told God I would give him 3 days. And I have been finding a way to choose joy regardless of what's happening to me since then. I started it last year in September. I believe it was September. And it's more fun to look for what is good about something than it is to focus on what's negative. I have more stories coming up soon, and I am excited about sharing those with you. The way that I get these stories is through dreams or through my life experiences. And sometimes I truly believe that God allows me to see other people. I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. And He allows me to see their story and in my dreams as well. And I get to um, tell what their story is. And I've learned so much from these different people that it's amazing. One story I've gotten is about, she was an author and she didn't really take it seriously or whatever. It was just something she liked to do. And her family wasn't all that supportive. She had a roommate who was supposed to be her best friend, but she was her best friend so long as she supported the roommate and what the roommate wanted to do. But when she wanted to venture out into her own thing, her roommate was all of a sudden too busy, couldn't make it. Oh, it's not going to be good anyway. Nobody's going to show up anyway, that kind of a thing, until she starts to really do well. And then she wanted to hang on her coattail. She also was confronted with plagiarism when she entered a contest and someone stole her work. And she heard her story get called for to be as the winner, but she heard a different author's name attached to it, and she was like, "That's my story." And so she has to go through proving that this is her story and that it was stolen. And it turns out that they were running an operation that promoted a certain race of authors, white authors, over any other race because they didn't want anyone thinking that anyone else was more superior. So there was a whole plan to push minors away from their contest because they wanted to keep it within that one race. But that gets exposed. And of course, you get to see how she handles that and if she gets her stuff back and if other authors who were stolen from get their stuff back as well. So I get those stories. I also write about the depression I used to deal with and how I had even become addicted to it. I call it the other side of Munchausen's, my addiction to depression. It was so bad that I found myself doing things so that I could be depressed, so that I could draw the attention I thought it was going to bring me. And I didn't realize I was doing it at the time. It's amazing how when God brings you through something, you look back and realize how bad you were. So I look back and I got to see that there were times I brought it on myself. And it was because I wanted to feel loved. I wanted to feel accepted. And if people were only going to pay attention to me because I was sad, then so be it. And that's not a way to live. That's not a way to do anything because you're still miserable. You're still in the dark. You're still not accomplishing anything. And so I write about that and how changing my mindset and what I was thinking about, and especially what I was saying, how that changed me. And I was able to look at it and say, oh my gosh, that was ugly. But I got an idea from an author that I met today because I told her, I said, I feel like I should just call the people that I made suffer and apologize because I didn't realize how bad I was. And she said, why not write a memoir and just put it in there? So I'll be writing that soon. I really, really enjoy the stories that I get to tell because I really feel like I am addressing the things that often get ignored or shoved under the rug or not paid attention to because it's not so pretty and it's not the happily ever after story where Susie and John run off into the sunset forever in love and forever in each other's arms and the kids grow up happy and everybody is just amazing. Um, I am I am a Christian and I am an author, but not everybody in my stories are saved. Not everyone, has a relationship with Christ. So you're going to see the real them the way that they are, and I stay true to the characters as much as I can without disrespecting who I am, but realizing that they don't have to be the way that I am to write their story. I also am a coach where if you have a story on the inside of you that has been bugging you since 1902, I can help you bring that story out, whether I am the ghostwriter or I am just showing you how to write it from beginning to end. I have gotten much better at creating book covers and publishing the books through Amazon and Barnes and Noble. I am also working on uh, learning how to make some merchandise from my Cricut. I bought it, I might as well use it. And I'm a speaker. I am engaging in speaking activities and encouraging women who are overcoming their traumatic past and simply want to thrive in their future. You want to stop living in that dark place and you want to turn some lights on and you want to get your dance on and you want to just enjoy yourself. And I know how that feels because I stayed in the dark for so long thinking nothing was going to get better. And the only thing that had to change for things to get better was my mind. Who knew, right? I know. So thank you so much for stopping in on this journey with me as I venture out to do new things. The first 4 books will be a movie by the year 2024, and it's going to be entitled My Life in a Dream. And then there are 4 parts: The Commons, Imani, Pete and Repeat, and The Community. And I am looking forward to putting that on screen because I saw it as a movie first, and then I just put it in the book. Uh, and I look forward to growing with you, my readers, my listeners, my viewers, and getting to know you guys better. If you have any suggestions, any questions that you would like me to answer for you, I am open to that. Yesterday, I did a couple of trivias, and I kind of gave the answer away today, but it's okay because the answers were due yesterday. So uh, today, I just want to repeat some of the challenges that I posted yesterday. One of them is if you are ready to get started, if you are ready to take that journey to writing your book, let me know and we can get started. Another thing is I love words. I love it through singing, writing, and I'm getting used to the speaking thing. But either Google an affirmation or create your own affirmation, something that speaks to who you are and that encourages you. And while it's encouraging you, will encourage someone else too. And it can be anything amazing. I have an example. I created the word awesome-tageous. It's awesome and contagious put together. And it's where something is so awesome it's contagious. So I'll say, have an awesome-tageous weekend, or have an awesome-tageous day, or have an awesome-tageous trip, because you want to spread the awesomeness to other people. And you never know who you are building up or encouraging when you spread your cheer to someone else. So today, I just challenge you to create your own affirmation. Maybe we'll see it tweeted and hashtagged across the world so that other people can say, I heard this on this live and it was amazing. Another thing I want to encourage you to know is that someone needs to hear your story. You'll never know who you can encourage, who you can lift up, You never know if your story is a story that will push someone into their next great thing, but they're waiting on you to fill in that blank to say, you know what, I had this, but this is how I overcame. I don't have every experience, so their experience may not be mine, and vice versa. So, what you have, someone is out there needing and waiting on you to hear it. And yesterday I said, what if your story was a story that kept someone from pulling the trigger or taking those pills or cutting themselves or any of the things that people are going through, especially since it's gotten really special in the year 2020. So I just ask you to be brave, do it afraid, and call me. Me want help you put your book together. Okay, that was a little bit of Jamaican stuff. Yeah. But that is all I have for today. If you want to hear more uh, specific stories, like if you would like for me to maybe even read through one or two, maybe one, I would be willing to do that as well so that you can hear how the storyline is set up or where the plot goes a little bit. I don't mind sharing. My characters are some really amazing people who have overcome a lot. And that is all I have for this evening. To come on in and let us get this thing started together. I have more events coming up in Jersey. I'm doing a book signing, and I'm doing some more stuff throughout the month of May. I am going to be a part of an event that I went to today. I can't think of the name of it, but she's doing another one, and I got invited. I also made some amazing connections, so I am really looking forward to working with you guys in the near future.
Fantastic. Fantastic, Blue Olive. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think yesterday you said in Jersey, that was in Newark, right? In Newark, New Jersey. Yeah. And what was the location of the place again?
It's Source of Knowledge. Let me, I can Google it right quick.
Source of Knowledge in Newark, New Jersey. I've got family in Jersey, so I just wanted to spell that out in case anyone decides to go and meet up with you there.
Okay, it's 867 Broad Street, Newark, New Jersey, 07102.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, and that'll be from noon to 4 p.m.
Noon to 4 in Newark, New Jersey.
Yes.
I also like to remind everyone that Blue Olive has the Blue Olive Relaunch group on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook and you like to find out more about Blue Olive, and I think she also has little things she gives away in the group and all kind of insider secrets and stuff going on in that group. So join her at Blue Olive Relaunch, I believe it is. Just put in Blue Olive Relaunch and it'll pop up in the group, okay? And you can find out more about her there. And Blue Olive, can I just say, I love your blue fingernails. Lord,
Oh,
they're
thank you.
gorgeous. Yes. You think I didn't see that? That's gorgeous. Love it. Love it. And I want to thank anyone and everyone who's taken a moment to listen in on this moment with Blue Olive, the author, and hearing about her upcoming books or books that are going to be turned into movies. I mean, it's exciting. You got some exciting stuff going on, okay? I just thought I would just throw that out there. And of course, if you're a member of BWP, you can always get this replay inside of the group. And we invite anyone who is not a member of BWP to find us. We're the original Black Women Promote group on Facebook. Just put in the original Black Women Promote and we'll pop up there. And we are going to be back tomorrow. We got one more day with Author Bleu Olive. Tomorrow is Sunday. And as you might have picked up, Blue Olive is religious. She's very spiritual. And so I'm sure we're going to incorporate some of that tomorrow Maybe she'll sing one of her numbers for us. She's a singer as well. Very creative. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow and spending time with Blue Olive. I hope to see all of you either in the group and Black Women Promote or anywhere that we're broadcasting this live to catch Blue Olive on Sunday, April 24th. Okay. So much love, much light, many blessings to all. We'll see you tomorrow, and thanks for tuning in.